Miley Cyrus has just delivered a deeply reassuring and emotionally charged update on the health of her godmother, Dolly Parton, an update that fans have been anxiously waiting for after months of worry, speculation, and swirling rumors. And Miley didn't share this news through a polished press statement or a controlled interview. It happened naturally on the red carpet at the premiere of Avatar: Fire and Ash, where Miley was celebrating the release of her new song for the film's soundtrack. When asked about Dolly, Miley's entire expression softened, and she said Dolly is doing much better, emphasizing that the people closest to Dolly want the world to know she's healing, she's resting, and she's surrounded by love. This moment mattered because for months now, Dolly Parton, one of the most beloved figures in music history, has been navigating a difficult stretch of health challenges. Back in September, Dolly stunned fans when she postponed her highly anticipated Las Vegas residency. This wasn't just another concert series. This was supposed to be her grand, glittering, multi-month celebration of her career. And Dolly rarely cancels anything. So when she announced that doctors advised her to hold off and undergo a few procedures, fans knew something serious was going on, even though she tried to lighten the mood with jokes about it being her 100,000-mile tune-up. But as weeks went on, concern only grew. Her sister Frida posted a late-night message asking fans to pray for Dolly and admitting she hadn't been feeling well. And if you know Dolly's family dynamic, you know they're tight-knit. They don't send out cries for help lightly. That message caused a shockwave online. Fan pages lit up with worry. Longtime supporters who grew up with Dolly's music feared they might be on the verge of losing a true American icon. Even Dolly's absence from major appearances, including a visit to her beloved Dollywood theme park, added to the anxiety. Behind the scenes, Dolly was dealing with complications from a kidney stone and a related infection, something extremely painful and potentially dangerous, especially for someone her age. Doctors urged rest, recovery, and caution. But what truly alarmed fans was Dolly's silence. Dolly loves her fans fiercely. She constantly checks in, sends love, writes notes from the heart, so the quiet didn't feel normal. That's why it was so powerful when Dolly finally spoke directly to her supporters. She appeared on camera. Yes, looking tired, but still undeniably Dolly. And with that unmistakable spark in her eyes, she laughed off a bizarre viral AI photo that claimed she was on her deathbed. She told everyone, "I ain't dead yet," and asked point blank, "Do I look sick to you?" She explained that she had been dealing with health challenges, but nothing life-ending, nothing catastrophic. She was just doing what her doctors told her to do: take a break, heal, and stop trying to push her body beyond its limits. And if there's one thing Dolly Parton has done for nearly 60 years straight, it's push herself. She has worked non-stop. Albums, movies, books, charities, shows, tours, foundations, partnerships, theme parks. The woman has poured her soul into the world. But even the brightest stars need time to rest, and Dolly finally allowed herself that. Now, fast forward to Miley's new update, and suddenly the entire picture shifts. Miley and Dolly share one of the most unique, beautiful bonds in the entertainment world. Dolly has described Miley as family, as one of the girls she loves like her own. She has supported Miley through every era, from Hannah Montana to reinvention after reinvention. And Miley has always fiercely protected and adored Dolly. So when Miley says Dolly is doing much better, fans know it's coming from someone deeply connected, deeply informed, and deeply invested in Dolly's well-being. Sources close to Dolly say she's at home in Tennessee, resting and recovering. Family has been spending time with her. Friends have been visiting. And perhaps the most heartwarming sign of progress, Dolly has reportedly been decorating for the holidays again. For someone who practically is Christmas for millions of people, seeing her lift her spirits enough to bring out the sparkle and lights again means something is healing, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And let's remember something else. Dolly has had an incredibly heavy year emotionally. Earlier in 2025, she faced the passing of her husband, Carl Dean, the man she married in 1966, the person she always described as her rock, her anchor, the one who kept her grounded through all the decades of fame. Losing a partner of nearly 60 years is devastating. Anyone who has experienced deep grief knows how much it can impact your health. Dolly even admitted she had put her own well-being on the back burner while trying to cope with that loss. So her health journey hasn't just been about procedures and recovery, it's been about rebuilding strength after heartbreak. Despite all that, Dolly hasn't slowed her creative mind. She recently released her memoir, Star of the Show, My Life on Stage, offering a candid look at her lifetime of performing. She's preparing for her Broadway musical set to debut in 2026, which will bring her story to the stage in a way fans have never seen before. And she's continued nurturing her artistic bond with Miley, praising Miley's courage, experimentation, and willingness to grow. And now, Miley's update marks a turning point, a moment where fans can finally exhale. It signals that Dolly's period of quiet recovery is beginning to lift, that her health is trending upward, that the fears triggered by late-night messages and cancellations are giving way to relief and optimism. It doesn't necessarily mean Dolly will rush back onto stages or into long public appearances. She is listening to her doctors and she is choosing rest over pressure. But it does mean the worst fears can be set aside. Miley's reassurance carries emotional truth. When she speaks about Dolly, she speaks with love, history, and first-hand closeness. Hearing her say Dolly is improving has been the update fans didn't just want, it's the one they needed. Right now, the message to the world is simple. Dolly Parton is healing. She is surrounded by love, she is in good hands, and she is getting better. And while she may be taking things slow, she is still Dolly, still the woman who rises, still the woman who creates, still the woman who insists that age, grief, and health challenges will never dim her light. Fans are grateful, the entertainment world is relieved, and Miley Cyrus, with her voice full of tenderness, has become the bridge between Dolly's quiet recovery and the public's hopeful hearts. As we wait for Dolly's full return, whatever form it takes, her supporters stand united in love, patience, and gratitude that their beloved icon is improving day by day. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.